What if I told you some SUVs can quietly cross 300,000, even 400,000 miles with proper maintenance, without the kind of catastrophic failures that end most vehicles early? Sounds impossible, right? Because most people assume every car, eventually, becomes a money pit. But here's the reality. According to Consumer Reports' latest 2026 reliability rankings, a small group of SUVs consistently stay out of the repair shop year after year. Fewer breakdowns, fewer surprise repair bills, stronger resale value. Today, I'm counting down 7 SUVs that rarely fail. And I'll also explain when paying extra for extended warranties actually makes sense. And when it's just burning cash. And stick around for number 1. Because it earned one of the strongest reliability scores Consumer Reports has given in recent years. And it shocked a lot of buyers who assumed it would fail. Here's something most car buyers don't realize. Reliability isn't random, it's predictable. Consumer Reports doesn't guess. They collect data from hundreds of thousands of real owners. Transmission failures, engine problems, electrical issues. They track all of it. And when the same SUVs avoid those failures year after year, patterns start to emerge. That's what this list is based on. Not hype, not brand loyalty, not dealership promises. Just long-term ownership data? Because when you buy an SUV, you're not just buying horsepower, you're buying years of peace of mind. And the difference between the right SUV and the wrong one can quietly cost you tens of thousands of dollars over a decade. And that brings us to number 7. An SUV that proves boring can be incredibly profitable. At number 7, we're starting with the SUV nobody brags about, the Toyota Highlander. It's not flashy, it's not fast. It's the quiet kid in class who never talks, and somehow graduates valedictorian. And that's exactly why it's here. According to Consumer Reports' 2026 reliability data, the Highlander scores well above average year after year. Not one lucky generation, consistently. Owners regularly report crossing 200,000 miles with little more than basic maintenance, oil changes, brakes, fluids, and scheduled services. No dramatic transmission failures. No engine rebuild horror stories. No surprise $4,000 repair bills. And reliability isn't just about money, it's about stress. When your SUV starts every morning without hesitation, that's peace of mind. Add in strong resale value, and the Highlander becomes less of a car and more of a long-term financial buffer. And remember, this is only number 7. If the boring option is already this strong, the top 6 are where things get interesting. At number 6, we've got the SUV that doesn't flex, because it doesn't need to, the Honda Pilot. It isn't trendy, it's not futuristic, and it definitely doesn't care about impressing your neighbors. It's the SUV equivalent of someone who wears the same watch for 15 years and somehow never has money problems. And that's the point. The Pilot relies on something far more valuable than big screens or aggressive styling: proven engineering. According to Consumer Reports' 2026 reliability data, the Pilot continues to rank above average for long-term durability, and that reputation didn't happen by accident. Honda's 3.5-liter V6 has been refined for years. It's not experimental. It's not trying to reinvent physics. It's built to haul families, survive road trips, and handle daily abuse without throwing a tantrum. Owners regularly report crossing 200,000 miles with little more than routine maintenance, oil changes, brakes, fluids. No constant warning lights, no mystery transmission drama. And that predictability matters because family SUVs live hard lives. Kids, groceries, luggage, bad roads, missed services, stress piles up fast. The Pilot is engineered for that stress. Here's the part most buyers miss. 3-row SUVs usually mean expensive ownership. But the Pilot avoids the luxury brand trap. No German-level repair bills, no overcomplicated turbo systems waiting to ruin your month. Insurance stays reasonable, resale value stays strong, and used buyers actively hunt for older Pilots because they trust them. Is it flashy? No. Is it exciting? Also no. But if you're planning to keep an SUV through school years, career changes, and real life, boring reliability becomes a superpower. And if this is number 6, the top 5 are on another level entirely. At number 5, we enter luxury without the luxury repair bills, the Lexus RX. This is for people who want comfort, silence, and reliability without funding their mechanic's lifestyle. According to Consumer Reports 2026 reliability data, the RX consistently ranks near the top in predicted dependability year after year. Here's why. Most luxury SUVs are rolling science experiments, fragile air suspensions, overworked turbos, electronics waiting to fail. The RX does the opposite. Under the leather is proven Toyota engineering, refined V6, and hybrid powertrains built to last, not impress reviewers. Owners regularly report 250,000 miles with routine maintenance. Oil, brakes, fluids. No engine rebuilds, no transmission swaps. And this is where it gets financially dangerous in a good way. Luxury vehicles usually collapse under depreciation. The RX doesn't. Used buyers trust it, resale stays strong, and repair costs stay far closer to Toyota than European luxury brands. Luxury comfort, low failure rates, strong resale. The RX proves you don't have to trade reliability for refinement. And if this is number 5, the top 4 only get tougher. If you're ready, drop number 4, that's where we really turn up the pressure. At number 4, we've got proof that reliability doesn't have to put you to sleep. The Mazda CX-5. Most compact SUVs feel like appliances. They exist, they function. They emotionally inspire you about as much as a microwave. The CX-5 somehow manages to be dependable and enjoyable, which already puts it in rare company. And if this list has already shifted how you think about reliable SUVs, this is where the gap between average and smart ownership starts to show. According to Consumer Reports 2026 reliability data, the CX-5 continues to score well above average in long-term dependability. And it earns that spot the old-school way, by keeping things simple. Here's the key difference. While many competitors rely on CVT's transmissions that behave fine until one bad day wipes out your savings, the CX-5 uses a traditional 6-speed automatic. Fewer surprises, fewer "why does this feel expensive?" Just predictable operation. Owners regularly report crossing 200,000 miles with routine servicing. No chronic engine failures, no widespread transmission disasters, no online support groups titled, "Is this noise normal?" And that predictability matters more than horsepower ever will. Because real reliability isn't just about avoiding repairs, it's about avoiding stress. No flinching when a dashboard light flickers. No mentally preparing for a 4-figure bill after 80,000 miles. Financially, the CX-5 sits in a sweet spot. Maintenance costs stay below segment averages. Resale values remain strong. And by avoiding overcomplicated turbo-heavy engineering, long-term durability improves. It also benefits from something subtle but powerful Mazda's brand shift. Better interiors, sharper design, more premium feel, without sacrificing mechanical reliability. If you value ownership that stays calm years down the road, this is exactly where the list starts separating hype from substance. This channel focuses on ownership years down the road, not test drive impressions. And if this is number 4, the top 3 are operating on a level most SUVs never reach. Now we enter the tier where reliability stops being very good and starts becoming statistically rare. At number 3, we have one of the highest scoring compact SUVs in recent Consumer Reports data, the Subaru Forester. And yeah, this is where things get serious. No hype, no vibes. Just numbers that make mechanics quietly nod in approval. And if you've made it this far, this is where most people realize how different long-term reliability really looks. The Forester has repeatedly ranked near the top in predicted reliability, with some model years flirting with near-perfect scores. And that almost never happens in this segment. When Consumer Reports starts running out of yellow and red dots to give, you know something unusual is going on. Now, let's address the elephant everyone brings up: Subaru's CVT history. Years ago, fair concern. Those early units had issues, but Subaru fixed them. And here's the part people ignore. When modern Foresters are maintained properly, especially regular CVT fluid changes, they're proving to be extremely durable. Not hope and pray durable, actually reliable. Owners routinely report 200,000 miles and beyond with minimal major repairs. And not the, yeah, it technically still runs stories either. These are still daily driven, still trusted, still not lighting up the dashboard like a Christmas tree. Standard all-wheel drive also plays a role. This isn't a part-time system that wakes up once a year in the rain. It's baked into the Forester's DNA, spreading load evenly and quietly reducing long-term stress on components. Financially, this is where the Forester gets dangerous, in a good way. Resale stays strong because used buyers actively hunt them. Insurance costs stay reasonable. Repairs are infrequent. Parts are everywhere. Is it flashy? No. Is it fast? Definitely not. But it avoids catastrophic failures, and over 10 to 15 years, that's the only metric that really matters. And now, we're entering the top 2. Vehicles that don't just last a long time, they redefine what long even means. At number 2, we have the SUV that quietly walked into the room, looked at the competition, and said nothing: the Honda CR-V. No drama, no bold claims. Just a resume so strong it makes other SUVs uncomfortable. And this is where reliability stops being impressive and starts bordering on the absurd. According to Consumer Reports' 2026 reliability data, the Honda CR-V consistently ranks among the most dependable compact SUVs on the market. But the data is only half the story. The real legend status comes from real-world mileage. It's not rare to see older Honda CR-Vs pushing 300,000 miles, with some early models creeping even higher, often on original engines and transmissions. Same engine, same gearbox, still showing up every morning like it's late for work. That's not normal behavior for a vehicle. Most SUVs start getting expensive, around 120,000 to 150,000 miles. That's when transmissions complain, suspensions give up, and engines start asking for large sums of money. The Honda CR-V often just skips that phase. Routine maintenance, scheduled services. And the Honda CR-V keeps going like it never got the memo. Financially, this is where the math gets uncomfortable in a good way. When a vehicle lasts nearly twice as long as average, your cost per mile drops hard. Insurance stays reasonable. Resale stays strong. A high-mileage Honda CR-V isn't a red flag, it's proof. Honda also nailed the balance here. You get modern safety tech and efficiency without turning the engine bay into a science experiment. No unnecessary complexity. No systems waiting to betray you at 2 a.m. If you care about ownership long after warranties are gone, this is where reliability stops being theory. And that brings us to number 1, the SUV that somehow pushes durability even further. At number 1, we have the SUV that wins by doing absolutely nothing extra, the Honda HR-V. It's the smaller sibling to the CR-V and one of the most quietly durable vehicles on the road. No oversized ego, no pretending to be an off-road monster that's never leaving the city. And that simplicity? That's the cheat code. According to Consumer Reports' 2026 reliability data, the Honda HR-V ranks near the top in predicted dependability among subcompact SUVs. But what really matters is the pattern. Year after year, owners report minimal major repairs. No spikes, no ugly surprises. Many HR-Vs cross 150,000 to 200,000 miles with little more than routine maintenance. Oil changes, brakes, fluids. No, how much will this cost? Conversations. No sudden mechanical betrayal. Here's the part most people overlook. Smaller SUVs live easier lives. They weigh less, carry lighter loads, and don't stress drivetrains the way heavier SUVs do. That reduced strain quietly translates into longevity. Fewer components pushed to their limits. Financially, the Honda HR-V is almost unfair. Fuel economy lands in the mid-30s on the highway. Insurance stays reasonable. Maintenance stays predictable. Resale stays strong because buyers trust Honda's long-term engineering. Will it dominate horsepower charts? No. Will it impress someone who equates size with success? Probably not. But over 10, 15, even 20 years, the Honda HR-V often costs dramatically less to own than larger, more complex SUVs. And if you've been watching this list with long-term ownership in mind, this is why it takes the top spot. Because the smartest SUV isn't the biggest. It's the one still running perfectly, long after the payments end. The smartest SUV isn't the flashiest or the most powerful. It's the one that stays out of the repair shop. Because reliability protects more than your car. It protects your time, your money, and your peace of mind. Over 10 to 20 years, the right SUV can quietly save you tens of thousands in repairs, insurance, and depreciation. That's not hype, that's financial security. Your turn. If you had to keep one SUV from this list for the next 15 years, which would you choose and why? And if you value data-backed car advice that protects your wallet instead of draining it, this channel is built for that. More coming soon.